Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for, what day is it today? Thursday, January the 14th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your Trading Room. Any questions you may have, you can use this email address. The link to the free room, 100% free. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our free trading room. Room is open Mondays to Fridays between 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern Time. I share my screen. I'm live on the mic. And in the email you're receiving, you will see a link to my homepage. My homepage has a way in which you can take out a subscription with a discount. You'll have a link to all of my scans that I share, plus the trade of the week, and a lot of good training links, including the 20 lessons that I think everybody, if you're brand new to Trade Ideas, I really think you should take a look at those 20 lessons. Goes over all the basic concepts. What is a top list, how to create one, what is an alert window, how to create one, etc. All right, well, it's going to be kind of a short video, but I want to show you a scan that I prepared and that you can have if you ask me for it. All you have to do is respond to the email and I will send it off to you. But let's show you what this is. This is, and I'll elongate it a little bit. So this is, I call it don't repeat, and I'll explain why. You'll see. This is what I call the repeat version. See how LXRX is repeating over and over as it makes a new high? This is the first time it appeared in this scan. So I use this because I like to look back and say, okay, great. You had an alert here. What did it do from there? So these are the only 3 alerts that I had today. Look at them though. And really, I mean, this is just looking for stocks that are having abnormal option activity days. Let me just move this over a little bit. Okay, and so look at Navi, NAVI. Oh, that's right. I did take this one. I thought the one I missed, unfortunately, was the LXRX. I missed that from. I mean, I have to show you LRX showed up in my watch list also way early at 467. But I forgot I did take Navi, 1133. But unfortunately, I got out in 1160 and 1163 and 1160, and then it just ripped on afterwards. This little move down, I was watching that move down. I thought, you know what, I better take my profit before it does something really crazy. And look what it did afterwards. Look what LXRX did, even though you would have thought this was late. I mean, this is a stock that, yesterday it closed at around $3.91, $4. So at 601, that's already a 50% pop. But look what it did, and almost straight up. I mean, there it is at 601 right here. These are 15-minute candles. So from 601, it got right up to 728. And in fact, that candle was green at one point, all the way up here before it pulled back. And this is the one that I did take afterwards. I got out flat. I'm actually still kind of interested in it. ORBC, I'm kind of interested in it. Because if I look at look at the weekly chart on it, you can see where it is right here. I have to go back, and so I have to go back a little bit, a second here. So right there is 919, so 9. So I mean, it still has room to move. There is a high somewhere around 844 on 1 week, but I was looking at that weekly chart. So I mean, you just have to see that it has some room if it wants to keep moving, and that's what all I look at. I just look at the weekly and the daily and the monthly charts. Look left to see how much room does a stock have if it wants to keep going. Obviously, most of the stocks I take are already at a daily high, so I'm not having to worry about intraday resistance. So now this also gave me iClick yesterday, ICLK, and unfortunately, this is why I'm kind of interested in the ORBC. This gave me iClick yesterday right around here. Now you might say, well, why didn't it give me here? Well, at that point, I've got some pretty tight filters in here. They're high values. So, yes, I could have had an alert that would show me here. It would have shown me the stock here, but it may have given me 10 others that I didn't want to see. So I mean, that's always it's always kind of the trade-off. You relax your filters, you'll introduce more alerts, but you may get a lot of noise, and you'll miss that one that you really want to see because of all the noise. But anyway, got into this right around here, got out flat, and then right at the end of the day, it did what I wanted it to do right here. And look what it did, it just continued. So that's why I'm kind of interested in the ORBC later on. See if it can, pick back up to this level. I have some price alerts set up here. I also think that the SPY was affecting it, a little bit, but now the SPY is putting it a bit of a green bar. So we'll have to see. I mean, that's the whole idea. I use it as a watch list. Didn't work the first time. Got out basically flat. Put the alerts, set my price alerts up in this area, and see what happens. I also want to talk just a little bit about IPOs. And I'll also put, if you want these website that I use for IPOs, where I find the IPOs, just ask me for it, and I'll send you that link. You can do it yourself. I mean, it's IPO. Just type in IPOs in a Google search, and there are many websites out there. The one I like, I think it's called IPO Scoop, something like that. But what I want to show you is that if you're like we don't have. Some people ask us all the time, do you have an IPO filter? Well, we don't have an IPO filter, but we do have our Halts Resumes filter. Though it didn't in this, actually I think it did in this case, as a quirk to it, 9 times out of 10, an IPO shows up the first time as a resume, okay? However, maybe a better way you can do it. Now, a little bit of work ahead of time, but I mean, it shouldn't be that big a deal. If you take a look at any IPO calendar, and everybody, well, if you're following the IPOs, you know that WOOF, WOOF, was due today. So what I did yesterday, and is I put WOOF in the chart. Of course, it was blank. There was no information. But I created a price alert. Just created a price alert at $1. Now, obviously, this is going to, when it opens, it's going to give me the alert. And this is what happened. Where are you? Just a minute. Just got to find my price alerts. Give me a moment, please. I'm trying to find my price alerts window now. I might have accidentally... Okay, no problem. I'm just going to load it again. I might have accidentally closed it. Okay, so you see what I do is I minimize my price alerts window. So I don't have it up and running all day. I don't care. I just want to see the alerts when they happen. So when you minimize it, and notice here, there's where the WOOF triggered. I mean, it was way over $1, so I mean that's why it triggers. So you minimize it. You put a sound alert on it. Here's my actions. I just go through this, put a sound alert on it. When you get the alert, this will pop up right on your screen because you've minimized it. You'll see it. I sort on the triggered column, so I'm going to see the last one right at the top. And I hear it. And I put a sound alert on it because, I've got a wireless headset, so sometimes I wander away from my computer, so I'm not watching the screen. But when I hear that, that specific, I know exactly what this alert is. I can come racing back in knowing that I've got a price alert, and it could, no, not all the price alerts, of course, are IPOs, but I can come racing back in to see what the alert was. So that's just a kind of a tip. If you want to follow IPOs, you can go to that IPO Scoop website. There's a calendar there. You can see what the upcoming ones are, and you can just put the symbol in a chart, create the price alert at some really low number like $1, and then when the alert happens, when they start trading, boom, this price alert window will pop up on your screen. All right. Well, I want to get back in. Exciting day again. Well, it's always exciting. We have so much happening with trade ideas in terms of, following all these ones that are really, really under most. You're not going to see these stocks and see. Well, you might see WOOF, but you're not going to see the LXRXs and things like that on CNBC. We have a great program that can pick up the stocks that kind of fly under the radar that are really moving. And we're talking about stocks with a lot of volume too. We're not talking about, low volume stocks that are hard to get in or out. I mean, we're talking about stocks with a lot of volume. So let's take a look at the LXRX as an example. LXRX has traded 84 million shares today. Okay, so easy to get in and out. All right, guys, I want to get back into the room, so I'm going to put this, bring back my capture program. So again, if you want, that scan for abnormal option activity, just when you get this email, just say, hey, make sure you put my name in a title so that I can see it, and then I'll send you the scan. I will open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern time, so I hope to see you then. Bye-bye.